Luxury fashion brand Gucci has filed a lawsuit against 4 huge companies for selling fake Gucci directly in their stores to customers and shoppers like you and me. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's right, everybody. Welcome into the channel on Saturday, November 25th, 2023. Yesterday on the 24th, Fashion Network reported that Gucci, the luxury designer brand, has filed lawsuits against 4 companies that most of us watching this channel shop at on some regular basis, including Lord & Taylor, Saks off Fifth Avenue, Sam's Club, and Century 21st. Those 4 companies apparently were getting fake Gucci merchandise and were selling them directly in the store, obviously marketing them and advertising them as Gucci, authentic, and they were being sold off, and people were walking into stores like a Saks Fifth Avenue or a Lord & Taylor or even Sam's Club and thinking that they were buying real merchandise, because most of us would just assume, hey, they must have a contract with Gucci, they must be working with Gucci, Gucci sells their merchandise. You know, you walk into a Dillard's and they're selling Coach or you know, Gucci or whatever, you know that inside of Dillard's, at least I thought, or we used to think, that you were walking into a store that sells designer goods and what you're getting is authentic. You're paying $399, $599, $1,000 for a pair of shoes, whatever, that you're getting authentic goods. And it turns out that's not what was happening at these 4 stores in a lot of cases. And this is not the first time. This happened about TJ Maxx or Home Goods, or not Home Goods, Ross, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. This was another story. I did a video on this somewhere back on my channel. You can look up the word lawsuit. Stores are buying from people. The story then was that somebody represented themselves as an agent of Gucci or an agent of Louis Vuitton or whatever it is. Like, hey, I'm a distributor. I work with Louis Vuitton. I work with Gucci. And I have all this stuff for sale, and it was all fake. And that's what's happening. They're buying from really bad sources, obviously. If I'm one of these stores and I want to sell authentic Gucci or authentic Louis Vuitton or whatever, wouldn't you just go right to the source and say, hey, we'd love to work with you. I'm the owner of Lord & Taylor. I'm the owner of Saks Fifth Avenue. This isn't me or somebody on YouTube or some guy going, hey, I want to work with you and sell your stuff. This is worldwide. Lord & Taylor is the oldest department store in America. These are well-known stores that Gucci would probably be happy to sell their authentic goods in, yet for some reason, they're not going to the source. They're going to some distributor or person they don't even know and getting this merchandise and ripping off Gucci to the point that Gucci actually reached out to them and they ignored them because they thought it was BS, I guess. And now they're in the middle of a lawsuit. This is insanity. And thanks a heads up to you know, the Fashion Network for posting this story, and also Julie over on Instagram. You guys know her. And this is insane. You walk into department stores and you're buying fake goods. Let me take you over and show you the story real quick, and you guys will understand a little better. So this is actually the story over on the Fashion Network website, that Gucci takes legal action against American retailers for counterfeit sales. Of course, Gucci over in Europe, it's taking on counterfeiting through the American subsidiary Gucci America Incorporated. The luxury brand, which is owned by Kering Umbrella, filed the complaints with a New York court against prominent American retailers for allegedly marketing and selling counterfeit Gucci products. Following a thorough investigation, Gucci confirms legal action taken against Lord & Taylor, Sam's Club, Century 21, and Saks off Fifth Avenue for their involvement in the marketing and selling of counterfeit, the luxury house stated in a brief note provided to the Fashion Network. Gucci remains committed to protecting its customers from resellers who benefit from selling counterfeit products. The company added, confirming reports by American magazine WWD, which stated that the brand filed 3 separate complaints against Lord & Taylor, Sam's Club, and Century 21 on November 24th. The specialized website, The Fashion Law, detailed the case, noting that in all 3 complaints, Gucci claims that its investigators purchased products supposedly carrying the Gucci label from the websites of Lord & Taylor, Sam's, and Century 21, subsequently confirming the products as non-authentic. Established in 1826, Lord & Taylor, which I mentioned, is the oldest American department store chain and declared bankruptcy in 2020. It was acquired by Sadia Group. Meanwhile, Sam's West, should have said Sam's Club, is a members-only retail warehouse, which we know owned by Walmart. Century 21 is discounted brand and clothing, and it stands as a prominent department store up in New York. And the involvement of these key players underscores the gravity of Gucci's allegations in the American fashion market. Reports from Fashion Law indicate specific responses from the accused parties. Lord & Taylor's legal representation admitted awareness of selling counterfeit goods, but remained unresponsive to Gucci's communications. They admit that they were doing it. Century 21, despite initially believing the same items to be genuine, promised to withdraw them from conducting an internal investigation. Sam's Club swiftly removed counterfeit stocks from its stores and websites and disclosed information about the suppliers involved. Right, so my question is, where did these come from? Who are the suppliers? So trademark infringement and unfair competition. According to the website, Gucci has filed lawsuits for counterfeiting, trademark infringement, unfair competition, false origin, against the accused retailers and a number of other involved entities seeking injunction and damages. The luxury brand, which recently underwent leadership changes with Gianfranco Paolus at the helm and Sabato De Sarno as creative director, is in the midst of a strategic evolution. It is particularly focused on repositioning itself in the high-end segment, has been engaged for over a year in significant restructuring of its sales network, particularly streamlining its reseller channel. Its products are now primarily marketed through its own boutiques and select group of authorized retailers. So they have a group of people who are selected to be the retailers. The strategic shift reflects Gucci's heightened vigilance in safeguarding its brand integrity, particularly against the proliferation of counterfeit products. And in a previous instance, 2021, 2 years ago, almost three, Gucci jointly filed a lawsuit with Facebook in California against an individual suspected of using the social media giant's platform to sell counterfeit Gucci merchandise. This is not the first time. Tons of people sell fake stuff on social media and get in trouble for it. We've seen that. I did a story about two girls that did that here on the channel. And you guys can see Gucci taking this seriously. They're not just suing random resellers on eBay or Facebook. They're selling four of the largest companies in this country: Lord & Taylor, Sam's Club, Century 21, and Saks Off Fifth. These are huge multi-million and billion-dollar companies. I mean, Sam's Club is owned by Walmart, the biggest retail chain in the country, or probably the world. Gucci, good for them. I mean, if you catch somebody suing your fake stuff or selling your fake stuff, sue them. Sue them. If somebody doesn't know it and they're that big of a store who has a responsibility like Walmart or like a Saks to know their suppliers and know what they're getting, then they deserve what they're going to get. My guess, these will all settle. They'll come to some kind of agreements to check with the retailers from now on to do better due diligence, but shame on them for doing this, and good on Gucci for nipping it in the bud and taking care of this. So we'll be interested to see where this lawsuit goes. Julie Casa Chic store over on Instagram. Make sure you follow her. She popped this up on her Instagram last night. I'll try to screenshot and put her on here and link her down in the description. Also, Fashion Network website, thank you for covering the story from the legal standpoint, and appreciate all of you who are watching the video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up so it helps the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel so we can cover these stories and more. And when there's an update on this, I will definitely put out another video. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I will see you next time.